Fucked up out here. We in this bitch.
Yo, welcome back to another wonderful episode of the Virtual Mancave podcast. It's the usual suspect, it's the crew, but if you don't know, you're about to find out. I got my good brother Leo over here right next to me, you know what I'm saying, dressed in all black. He gonna say what you want to say, but you can't say because you might get blocked on social media. Next to him, you got Arthur Sobers over there, you know what I'm saying, the Panamanian professor, the workout guru of the crew. You know what I'm saying? Down below, you got MLB Nate the Great over there chilling with his black hoodie, looking dangerous. I don't know. Him and Leo might have joined forces tonight or something. Next,
Friday the 13th.
Next, we got D Rigger, aka Unk, chilling in the cut. You know what I'm saying? We got the chef. You know what I'm saying? You see the shirt, SET. You know what I'm saying? The coach right there, the coach with the most. Last but not least, you got me, brother Jay. Yo, what's good, family?
What up?
Friday. Friday the 13th, y'all. It's Friday the 13th.
That's what it is. You was watching Jason? Friday the 13th.
Jason, right? I be getting confused with Jason and Freddie.
Man, I'm too old for that.
Oh, all right.
Too old for Jason and Freddie.
Well, you brought up Friday the 13th like it was something, spectacular. That's what it stands for Jason Voorhees, you know what I'm saying?
The middle of the summer, ain't nothing scary about it except for this goddamn heat.
Yo, Camp Crystal Lake, kid. You got kids over there, sleepaway camp, son. Jason's Friday 13th.
Yo, hey, if we can start the show with a question, let's start it off with an icebreaker. If you can send your kid to a summer camp, would you send your kid to a summer camp?
In this day and age, hell no.
Not in this day and age.
Hell no. Nope.
Nah.
Come on, y'all. They can be taught how to
Take these motherfucking kids for them 8 weeks. Fuck out of here, go to camp, nigga.
I was just trying to see who was gonna bring it up first.
Go learn how to tie a knot, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh man. Listen, before we get started, because I told you Leo's dressed in
learn how to
black.
start a fire with some sticks, nigga.
Hey, tell them learn how to rap from Newburgh lyrics.
All types of outdoor. Go do all that shit, nigga.
Listen, as
learn
you can
how
see,
to tell
y'all.
time with the sun. All that. Get the fuck out of here.
Listen, disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in the program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. So, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much we speak for ourselves, yo. You know, I had to put that out there real fast.
That was good work, AJ. I like how you did that. That was good, man. Let's do that thing.
Yeah, because listen, Leo's on the type of time. I think he's mad because Indiana lost.
No, I'm just saying, I don't give a fuck about no Indiana, nigga. I'm not from Indiana. From Wisconsin, nigga. What the fuck you talking?
Come on, I thought you was like Biggie. So you gotta choose the coast. You gotta choose the East, man.
Yeah, nigga. I'm just saying, I know some people feel like that.
What's the first topic today, Jay? What we talk about today, man?
Yeah, we're gonna start off with the NBA Finals, man. That's gonna be the first thing we talk about.
All right. Yo, congratulations tonight to OKC. They got that second win tonight. It's 2-2 in the championship finals.
Now, a lot of people's been saying they thought that the finals was gonna be a boring finals. You know.
I did. I thought it was. I ain't gonna lie.
I put my hand up. I'm guilty as charged.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, me too. You know, but it's been pretty competitive.
Which I will have to give them. I gotta give them credit. Yeah, it's good.
It brought me back to when, like I said in the chat before, it brought me back to when I thought the Lakers was gonna mop the Pistons. I lost money on that bullshit. Fucking Karl Malone still don't have a ring, bitch ass
thing. Bringing up bad memories, dog. Damn.
So
but that's why he ain't win a ring. You know why he ain't win? Because Palmer came back for his ass. Fucking nigga having kids and shit. Fucking 13-year-olds and shit. That's what you get.
Yeah. Listen, the universe ain't forget. He was like, nah, bro.
Yeah, man. Like, nah, we ain't giving you this shit.
Crazy.
Hey, like that old fisherman, I got $1. Oh, you gotta be faster than that.
It was like Ben Wallace, get his ass.
So who y'all think is gonna win this finals? Who you think is gonna get this coming home with the chip?
I ain't changing my pick, man. I'm sticking with Oklahoma City.
Okay. What about you, Nate? Who you got?
I'm okay with either one, but going with the Pacers.
Nice. Troy, who you got, Chef?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with OKC. Fuck it.
All right. Leo, who you rocking with?
No superstar ass Indiana.
See, I told you that's why you was mad tonight, son. You just denying it all the way, kid. The truth be
Wait,
coming
so
out.
so you
on
don't
the light.
so you don't think Drake is a superstar?
Who?
He
Drake?
called him Drake. He called him nigga Drake.
Oh,
Halliburton.
He
Halliburton.
called him Drake. Yo, you wild, Troy.
oh, that's Drake. I didn't know that was Drake. Nah, he ain't no superstar.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
This nigga done put a lot of niggas in the coffin in the
No.
playoffs. You don't think he a superstar?
He
Or
nice.
you just think he a
nice.
star?
He's nice. Don't get it twisted. He's nice, but I don't think he like casuals don't know that nigga. Like that's what a superstar is. A superstar is a nigga who don't give a fuck about basketball, but know this nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So I'm saying you don't think he put himself. You don't think he put himself in that realm now after what he's done?
Yeah.
Casuals still ain't gonna know who that nigga is.
Think about it. The casuals are gonna know about him because of what his father did.
Who?
Motherfuckers don't even remember
They're
that.
not even gonna remember that. That was 3 series ago. Who would he do?
Listen, man. They never forget
we know what he did. We know what he did. That's what we supposed to know.
I'm just saying, is it
like
because
you
of
said,
his
the
name?
regular
It's
person
because of his name
remember.
he ain't gonna be a superstar? His name don't ring bells. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be like, I'm not gonna be like, yo, I'm about to cop these new Halliburtons. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, you know what? Not for nothing, because I don't know if y'all be watching on Stream East or whatever. Sometimes you just gotta get it how you get it. So I'll be watching this shit in Spanish, and the way they be saying these niggas' names, oh man, that shit is crazy. Like Halliburton, that shit be sounding crazy. He said, "Fuck you out, yo." These niggas, that shit be sounding. I don't know what the fuck these niggas be saying, but when they be saying these niggas' names, that should be funny as hell.
yeah, that's why his stickers might sell over there and shit, but over here, nobody getting no Halliburtons, nigga.
Nah.
Even this nigga, SGA, don't nobody really know this nigga like that. He
Yeah,
MVP and all that.
I'm not about to get the new Giltresses or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these niggas is ill without a doubt, but a superstar is a nigga that just like, you know what I mean?
Certain
like,
niggas, I think it be their names and shit because you gotta
that
think
niggas
about it.
to tell
That's
you
foul,
who's your
son.
favorite
Like back in
player.
the day,
marketable because of your name.
back in the day, Tim Duncan was nice. You ain't like, I ain't about to copy new Tim Duncan.
Listen, we're gonna talk about that later. Troy, I'm glad you said that. Hold that thought, because we're gonna talk about Tim Duncan later on in the show. So pretty much we still sticking with our decisions and stuff like that as far as who we think is gonna win the finals. I still want Indiana to win just because it's the East Coast, bring the shit back home to the East.
I used to be on that East Coast shit, but I really don't like Indiana, bro. I don't care.
Either.
Like, that's one of the one East team from the East I never liked, bro. I just couldn't.
I like them scrappy ass niggas.
Because they have
Actually, we talking about how exactly for what you said, right? Everybody's worried about if he a superstar or not. This nigga doing shit when it matters. When he in the finals right now about
I understand what you're saying, but the thing is not. It's like with me, I'm gonna be real. It's not the individual players that I just don't like Indiana itself.
Yeah, he's like,
you know what I'm saying?
Troy don't like the franchise whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't want Reggie Miller winning shit, bro.
What? He said, "I don't want Reggie to be happy."
I'm not that.
Yeah, I don't want this nigga to be happy about nothing, bro. That's
he living in the Midwest, and now they gotta be miserable because Troy said he don't want you to win no championship.
It sounds fucked up, but I don't want to hear this nigga Reggie talk shit for for the next couple of years, bro. I don't want to hear that shit, bro.
You know, Halliburton's the greatest. You know, one of the greatest
You know what I'm
Pacers.
saying?
He did something I couldn't do, but you know, yeah, he's a
And then
great
you know how
player.
they do. You know how they do. Then they gonna give him a complimentary ring and shit. Fuck all that.
And then they'll have a lot more of them damn Wendy commercials. We don't need to see
Yeah,
no
if
more
he getting a
KG. You're
ring, Rick
right.
Smith better get a ring too, man.
Rick Smith ain't all up in the crowd, jumping
Nah,
around and shit. Nah, nigga, you gotta.
that nigga Rick, Rick Smith, he in a cabin somewhere. He in a cabin somewhere getting ready to fish in the morning.
Actually, I was gonna write that in the chat. Actually, during one of the timeouts, they showed when they came back, they showed the little Pacers alumni and shit. Travis Best was there,
Yeah,
Reggie.
that's a Derek
I was
McKee.
about to say,
That's
look,
him in the background, though. Rick
Even the
Smith was there,
Pacers
too.
legends is way better than the Knicks put together bullshit ass legends.
Yeah, but nigga, you said
They got
Travis Best. Why the fuck was Travis Best there?
Travis
Because he
Best
needs some
has some
TV time.
moments
He's
with
trying to
the
put on his social media, Troy. You know why?
Like, you're the little guy. What are you doing?
Travis
man?
Best was the '90s TJ McCollum.
No, he wasn't.
He said that with
You're
a
right,
straight face.
probably a little better.
He's the equivalent of having them whack ass Nick niggas there.
Oh my God, yo.
Nah, he was
Yeah.
on the
You
he
know
was
who
on
should
the
have been
Pacers
there?
for Mad
Jamal
Long.
Tinsley
But you
should
know
have
what?
been there. Jamal
Yo,
Tinsley should have been there.
Since we talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the Knicks, but since you brought up the Knicks, Troy, though, we got this question though. Will the Knicks be able to get a head coach, man? Because
Man,
it
that
seems
was
like
dumb as fuck. That was dumb. Why they let this nigga go just to go search for niggas?
That's
And they
because
went for the Bulls coach?
it can't get nobody. Everybody's turning them down, yo.
Yeah.
Well, they've been looking at
Everybody goddamn Key Sweat as a goddamn agent. Because everybody he
what-
keep calling, that mother keeps saying, nobody wanna play for you. Nobody.
they
Yo,
Nobody.
said
Art, you okay, bro?
Listen, you know Luke Cage got into a fight earlier. He rubbing his knuckles, man. He like, yeah, the Punisher. Yeah, I gotta get him. He
Listen.
snubbed me.
for the next couple of weeks, just picture Trey from Boys in the Hood and that crying scene where he punching the shit out the air. That's Arthur.
But my thing is, yo, how you fucking
Leo.
how you fire your coach without a fucking plan, bro?
Because they dumb as hell.
Because it's the Knicks, Troy. You know why? That's what the Knicks do.
You know what I'm saying? You fired your coach. You fired your coach with no backup plan, bro. You just thought niggas was gonna be like, yeah, I'm a Coach Brunson. Yeah, I can't wait. No.
Oh, you
Yeah,
guys
but-
just went to the
but-
you guys just
but
went
I-
to the
but-
ECF. We gotta coach you guys. Yeah,
But
there
I
you
be
go,
tripping
Troy.
when
We
I
gotta
told y'all.
coach you.
We seen this story already.
now they're
Yo,
going
Leo.
after now they're going after Memphis old coach Taylor Jenkins and Mike Brown from Sacramento.
These
Yo, but
niggas
the
had-
reality is though,
these niggas
seriously
had-
though,
these
no,
niggas
in
had
all in
2.5 good seasons. They over here thinking they can
Yo,
fire
how
coaches
many times they gonna
because
give
they
Mike
got it
Brown
like
a chance, yo? These niggas
Mike
they
Brown
giving
don't
Mike
need
Brown a job, bro.
he don't need to be no head coach, man. Mike
You know
Brown
what
is
I'm
not
saying?
a head coach.
But you notice that nigga Mike Brown be everybody last result.
That's how you keep getting jobs.
But
You
he
know,
be
last
winning.
resort.
But how many most teams fire their coach without a plan though? Let's just keep it.
That's not true. That's
Yeah,
not
it
true.
is.
They
I want to know
always
why
got
you wouldn't
something. They
hire
always
Mike
got
Brown.
something
Mike
lined
Brown
up.
has got a winning record, bro. Mike Brown is a good coach.
Nigga, the Knicks don't got a choice. Everybody turned them down, bro. They don't got a choice. They don't got a choice. Might as
They
well
going for the
rehire this
bottom. They
nigga,
going for
man.
the bottom of the barrel.
College, yo. The Knicks will do something stupid like go get somebody from college to coach them, bro.
Nigga, they already did something stupid by firing their coach.
Oh no,
I can't go back on the past, Troy.
the Villanova coach turned it down. He said he won't be coming.
Why
Yo,
wouldn't he?
like I said, everybody done turned their ass down, bro.
What I told y'all niggas last year. Wait,
That's
y'all
last
supposed
year,
to
Leo.
quiet
Nobody
cat.
remember last year, Leo.
Y'all
What you talking
niggas
about?
is hype. Oh shit, the Knicks about to take the next
Yo.
step. Oh shit.
Leo, we
I was
back
like,
there
the
in the
first
goddamn fishing
I
bag.
was
He
like,
brought
the
it
Knicks,
out.
the Knicks acquired Cat, and that nigga gonna
just-
take
It was
all
clear, but you can't
the
front. It was close.
backlash for them
Wait,
niggas
It
not
was, it
winning.
was close though. It was close for a second. It
And
was looking good
they
for a
did
second.
take,
I ain't gonna
Yo,
lie.
Leo.
and they did take but they
Leo,
did
you
take the
saw how
next step.
everybody was hating
Leo,
on my post I was putting on Facebook when I was
but
hating
they
on the
did take
Knicks.
the next step though.
Now all of a sudden,
Did
look,
y'all?
we were just speaking the truth.
But
Did
they did
y'all?
take the next step. Yeah,
Did y'all?
think about it. We went
Somebody
out in the
set the
second
look.
round last year and made it to the Eastern Conference Finals this year. So that's a
And
step
then
up.
that's what I'm
And
saying.
the
And
year
then you fire.
before,
And
And
then
then
you
you
fire
fire
your
your
coach.
coach.
And
And
well,
you
that
Tibbs
was
fire
really
dumb.
stepped
I
back.
mean, look, we all agree that was stupid as hell. Firing Tibbs. That was just dumb. That made zero sense.
But
So
I
you
hope
telling
you
me?
know.
Hold
So
on,
I
hold
hope you
on,
know.
hold on.
I hope you know next year the Knicks going out in the first round now.
Are
You
they
giving
making the
them a
playoffs next
chance?
year?
It depends on who they get. If they keep the same team, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Are they making the playoffs? Are they?
No, they're
That's
making
the
the
next
playoffs.
question.
They're making the playoffs. The East ain't that strong. That's the problem. The East ain't
Gotcha.
strong enough for them not to make the playoffs.
But I gotta agree with Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson says whatever happens, it's all
Hold
on the
on.
players
Wait.
now.
Before you
It's
say that,
all on the players now.
wait, before you say you agree with him, let's watch the video.
Oh, okay.
Is a piece that can actually get you over. I do like that Kevin Durant is a
Oh my
piece
God!
in actually win the championship. I like him if he could come here to New York for the Knicks. Brunson
Why?
needs help, and he needs help in the fourth quarter. Not
Yes.
see he gonna get you there, but then Indiana loaded up against them, and everybody else couldn't deliver. So they need a guy like Kevin Durant who could say, "Okay, Brunson, you get us there, but I'm gonna take us home." It reminds me of Shaq and Kobe. Hey, Shaq, you get me to the fourth. Kobe said, "I got it. I'm gonna take us home," right? And so you need a person like Kevin Durant who also can put a team into foul trouble. See, it's not just his scoring ability, but he also puts you in foul trouble. And so that was a wake-up call against the Pacers with the Knicks. They're not deep enough, and then they're too slow as a team playing the two bigs. Siakam took full advantage of both of those guys when they tried to go.
All right. You see, he's just giving a breakdown.
I ain't doing
So,
that shit
All
to
right,
Chet right now too.
the first, I agree. Brunson needs help in the fourth quarter, but Kevin Durant ain't it. He already said he don't want to play for the Knicks. It ain't cool to play for the Knicks no more. Let it go. Stop it. He's not coming to the
All right.
Knicks.
But
The Knicks
even
would
though
that
so
that
forget
is
all that. Wait, go ahead.
that is 100% exactly what the Knicks would do. Take a washed ass Kevin Durant, trade a young cat for a washed Kevin Durant, and think that's gonna get y'all over
See,
the top.
that's what I'm saying. So the only way I see what Magic says is if you keep Cat. But if you got to give up Cat for Kevin Durant, nigga, that's a wash.
No,
That's a wash.
no.
it's a
But I
major
don't
one.
see him doing that. I
That's
really
the
don't.
only way because he's under contract. Phoenix is trying to trade him.
You
They're not
gotta
just
have
gonna
somebody
cut him.
go over there. You gotta give them something. Yep.
Yeah, that nigga contract alone, you got to give shit up because he's
If you
making
could
like
keep Cat, if you
50
could
a
keep,
year.
okay, this is where I could see it would work. If you could keep Cat, right, somehow get Kevin Durant and give up Mikal Bridges, you're in there.
But Phoenix already gave up Mikel, and
Yeah.
they're not gonna take him back.
Yep. We
Well,
got rid of him. We ain't
then
bringing him back.
It could be Mitch, but they don't got nothing else to add with Mitch to get that. Phoenix is gonna be like, all right.
it depends if they give him some picks, maybe. I don't know. They can look back to their
They
same team.
gave all them shits up for Mikel.
That's right. Yeah. Well,
That's what I was saying. Look, you just said the other day, right? Mitchell about to be up. He about to be up for some money. And this nigga and Bridges. By the end of this year, they're gonna be free agents. So the Knicks either gotta re-sign them before the season end or lose them in free agency.
damn.
Unless they
Everything,
gonna take a
everything they
home,
gave up for
unless they
Bridges,
gonna
they're
take
not
that
gonna give them
homegrown
up.
package, right? Yeah.
Nope.
And
Yeah.
you already seen, okay, yeah, he plays fucking great defense, like phenomenal defense, but that's it. Like offensively, he's a liability, Mitchell, and he get hurt a lot. So those are two niggas right there that's going to cost you a lot of money. So them two, and you throw in Hart or OG, either or. Niggas is like they wouldn't do that for Giannis. Y'all wildin'. I do that shit in a fucking heartbeat.
Well, for Giannis, but I'm not giving him Hart like that, bro. I don't know why. Maybe because
That's
I
why I
like
said
Hart.
Hart or OG.
I'll give
I
him a
would
Hart.
I would give up
No,
OG over
I
Hart.
give
I'll
up
give up
OG.
OG before I give up Hart, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would too.
That makes sense.
And especially for Giannis.
So you think Giannis would be a way better fit than
Yo, I told y'all from jump.
And
Giannis ain't going nowhere.
Giannis is yeah.
That nigga ain't going nowhere, son.
But
Yeah,
So
but
let me ask
exactly.
you
I
this.
was about to say that.
Yo,
Giannis
So-
ain't going nowhere.
he in his ways, yo. He in his ways right now. He really is. He say he don't want to go.
So let me ask y'all this. You know what I'm saying? This kind of leads into the next thing that we have to this NBA news. How y'all feel about Westbrook declining $3.4 million player option and will be a free agent by June 30th? You think he'll look good on the Knicks?
He going to Miami.
Nigga leaving the NBA, bro. You saw the money they trying to give this nigga 150 mil?
150
I
mil,
don't
right?
think that was real. Was that real?
Yeah, that was real.
Yeah, I looked it up to a couple other ones. It looked like it was legit that they were offering him, but I don't think he's doing it. I can see him going to Miami.
If that shit is real, he doing that shit.
No, he ain't, because he don't want to leave, yo.
Nigga, fuck a ring, nigga. He's 30
It ain't a
four right
ring.
now.
I don't
If
think
he
he
could
wanna
get
leave the
one more
States,
lick, 130 million, nigga, what? And that nigga be Jordan over there compared to them niggas.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll take two
Yeah,
of those
he be
dunks.
stupid
Yeah, it'll
as
take
shit,
two
nigga.
of those dunks to change
I'll
their
buy
mind.
like 4 rings, nigga, with that 130 million.
Hell
nigga.
yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that shit.
And living, yeah, he gonna be living in the lap of luxury too, but
All
they
right,
gonna
but let's
give him
just say-
everything he want over there.
But let's talk
Let
about
me
what's
tell
real
you this:
now, though.
all that pride shit of playing the NBA is done. Niggas is getting that money.
But let me ask you this though.
100%.
Besides hypothetical, you know, if that 150 mil is real or not. Let's just say he wants to stay in the league. And what team, like you said, Nate, you said Miami.
That's one of the teams.
So okay, go to Miami and do what? Lose in the first round?
Yeah, if they even make the playoff.
So
Come
Troy,
on, man.
what team you think he should go to?
He got to go to a contender though. Somebody
There it
where
is,
it can
Troy.
fit.
That's what I was about to say. I don't think he's gonna play unless he's playing for one of the top 8 teams or 10 teams in the league.
Okay,
He's not gonna do it.
So name a team. Give me an elite top 8 team that could benefit from having Westbrook.
Here
See
you
what?
go. I got one.
Okay, so what Westbrook wasn't thinking, right, when he rejected the Denver offer is nobody cared to have him no more.
Exactly. See, I was just
I
about
mean,
to
he
ask
had
that.
he had a pretty good year this year, so
Yeah, he had a decent year, but this nigga is
he's
just
banking on making more than 3 million.
this
Let's
nigga
say
is
it's
just
5. It's
like
more,
he
that's
getting
more than
older.
3.
He getting older. He's just a wild nigga, man. I just see mad airballs in the future, bro.
I know where
He
he'll
go
go.
to, he go to Minnesota.
Nah, there's one place that's better than that than Minnesota, and I think
Where
he'd
at?
be picked up. Memphis.
Why?
Because one, he can come in and he can spell job,
All
and he
right.
can have a lot of damn.
We making sure you good.
It's a
Art.
lot of energy. So if you bring him off the bench, he still has the energy that job
A
provides.
John Westbrook backcourt would be disastrous.
Yeah.
I understand.
Right.
It doesn't sound like it'd be good, but I'm just saying, where else would you send him?
Lot of
Where else in the
turnovers
league?
in
I'm
that
telling you,
backcourt.
he's the. I think that's the only place he can go.
Out of all the teams, that's the worst one probably.
You want to say worse, but again, that's a volatile team that needs something to
John
get it
Westbrook
going.
in the same locker
Listen,
room. I
John-
don't think that shit gonna work.
Well,
John
you know
got
where
the
you could go.
guns, and
But you know
Westbrook
where
is
you could
crippled.
go. Okay, since we're already talking about the Knicks, if the Knicks could get him and not have to give up nobody, I'll go to the Knicks
Now that's a good pick too.
because their guard play is suspect. If they have him,
He way better than McBride. I'll give you
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
So
So maybe him
Westbrook and
going to
Hart,
the Knicks, and he's
could be a problem.
not as washed as previous Knicks players that they take.
You know what? he wouldn't have to
Listen,
do that
he'll
much
play
because,
that.
like you
Oh,
said,
well,
the
Tibbs
Knicks
ain't
still
play
have a
that.
young team. The Knicks team is young, you know what I'm saying, still fairly young, so he wouldn't have to run that much. So he could still look young and just run in spurts. Have him sit down, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what I'm saying. Coming off
Yeah,
the
come
bench,
off
they
the
need a
bench.
bench.
Coming
Come
off the
off the
bench.
bench.
That would be dope for him to come off the bench.
And
He's an
that'd be
Got to
energy
come
good.
off.
dude.
That'd be a
Yeah, they
good
have to come off
instant
the bench.
offense. A good instant offense for the Knicks too when they need it.
Yep, I can agree with that.
That
Okay, we
nigga,
want. Okay, let's
that nigga
petition.
bark on
Yeah,
cat, and
Westbrook
cat
for
will
the
request
Knicks.
a trade.
Westbrook to the Knicks, baby. That's what we're gonna petition from here.
Okay. Sound good. So
I'll
Troy,
take that. I'll take that. I'll take that.
before we go on to our next topic real fast, I just got to make sure we plug in that, you know what I'm saying, every Thursday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, you know, we got the MLB rundown with Nate the Great, you know what I'm saying. We had a dope show the other night, you know what I'm saying. He was letting it be known what's going on in the baseball world, that the Mets were in first place, they the best of the league. That's what he was talking about. Let's go Mets. Shout out to Art and Unc for showing up, you know what I'm saying, and participating in the show. They held us down, you know what I'm saying. That was a beautiful moment. And this Monday coming up, we got D Rigger presents Moments with Unc. That's gonna be Mondays at 9:30 Eastern
That
Standard
sounds
Time.
dry as hell, bro. You might want to try that again. Nobody wants
So
to see
everybody
that
born
like
in the
that.
50s,
I
tune in.
mean, that's what Unc said. All right, my bad, Unc. You want to
D Rigger
D Rigger presents.
Moments with Unc.
All right, my bad. I got it. Unc.
That's
You
how.
ready?
That's how I want you to do that from here on out, Jay. I need
I
my
got
shit to be
you.
He got
represented.
All
mad
right.
episodes of when he was on shrooms in the 50s.
In Vietnam, I was in the
In the
I was in the
50s, he
jungle with
was in his
No,
Charlie.
20s.
yeah, that's
In
why
the
Leo's my
50s, he was in his
producer. That's
20s.
right. Leo is the producer. He'll have all that good stuff for you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, you know that shit gonna be in his second basement talking his shit. If you can't talk to no one, talking about when
We got
when he
some.
visited the brothels and shit. He can't
How he
talk he can't
survived the
talk his
Great
shit normal.
Depression.
That nigga gonna be in the man cave somewhere talking shit.
He gonna have his
Can't
old.
talk his shit
He gonna have his
normal, bro.
military.
That nigga
He gonna
gotta
have his
go
helmet
somewhere
on.
else.
He gonna have his World War II helmet on.
That's where he's gonna show you the bunker in the
Yeah.
basement.
Sipping out of a canteen, eating MREs.
It
Yo.
ain't no W2. It ain't no WW2 helmet. It's a fucking Desert Shield, Desert Storm helmet.
Okay, it's Vietnam. You gonna have your
Yeah. While I
you
was
gonna have
walking through
platoon
the
playing.
while I
Listen,
was
I'm
walking
gonna
through
have
the
platoon
jungle,
playing in
right
the
there.
background.
Yeah. There you go.
But nah, that's D Rigger presents Moments with Unc.
Forrest
Every
Gump was really based on Unc.
every Monday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we got two upcoming shows. You know what I'm saying? We got Arts, Health, and Wellness weekly workouts. He's gonna break down what you do to stay right, stay healthy if you're over 40, or if you're just a young dude trying to get right. And I don't know. Someday, one day, me and Leo might have a show. I don't know. He's stalling, y'all. He drawing. I don't know. He say every week, we gonna do it. We gonna do it. Then Leo disappear. And then last but not least,
Not
you know what I'm saying?
disappearing.
We
Yeah, I
definitely
think,
gonna have
I know you heard the music. There was fucking background music.
you stupid the superhero. And then last but not least, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have Troy eventually. He's gonna let us know when he's ready. He's gonna show us how to cook, man. So all you single men out there, all you broke brothers who don't know how to get right, who don't know how to make toast. You know what I'm saying? Troy is an official chef. You know what I'm saying? We don't call him the chef just, we don't say that just because he, cooks for the family. He's a real deal chef, man. He got that culinary degree. The God is nice with it, man. You know what I'm saying?
The Black Gordon Ramsay.
He's the Black Gordon Ramsay. He get busy for real, man. He make that cream souffle.
Beef
You know what I'm saying? That's
Wellington,
what
but
he
I'm
do.
gonna fuck you up if you don't make it right.
But yeah,
Come here,
that's a little bit of the promotion of what we got going on. But Troy, last on the NBA news tip, real fast. You brought up something earlier about Tim Duncan, man. Do a lot of people sleep on how great Tim Duncan was?
Of
I mean,
course.
I think people know. Nobody really sleep. They know. It's just that a lot of people hated the fucking Spurs, bro. Nobody who you know was a real Spurs fan except for when niggas wear their hats and shit because it was cool to wear.
Yeah,
Listen,
it's
they
cool
want
to wear
color
because
because it match your
it
outfit.
matches your clothes. But yeah,
Yeah,
Tim Duncan is definitely slept on because he wasn't exciting to watch.
a lot of
Like
them niggas from the Spurs were slept on, bro. You gotta think about it.
Because
Not only Duncan, motherfucker Ginobili was slept
Ginobili
on.
and Parker.
Fucking
Parker was a beast.
Parker, all them niggas. Nobody cared for that team, bro. Well, from where we are, I should say that because like in rap, you know what I mean. We like the Nas, Jay Z's, and then we go somewhere else. Them niggas is like fuck them niggas.
Yeah.
That's because they played fundamental basketball. And nobody was a fan of that.
But that's what his name was, Big Fundamentals.
So he got
They were like they
5
was
rings.
boring.
So Tim Duncan got 5 rings, 3 Finals MVPs, 2 league MVPs. The only player in NBA history to win a title in 3 different decades with the same team. And he pretty much did it giving you 20 and 10 with elite defense for over 20 years. You know what I mean?
Nick, he's the only staple in that other than him and Tony Parker, bro.
well, Tony Parker came later, so he wasn't really a staple.
So
He was
But he
let me
got
ask y'all
what, 2 of
this.
them with him, 2 or 3. Tony Parker got 2 or 3
Nah,
with
he
him.
got like
I
3.
think
I think 4
Yeah,
though.
He
I
got
think
three with him.
He got
Yeah, he
4
got
with
3
him.
with him.
He got 4.
Yeah, because he came along and he was there for that 02 title.
So let me ask y'all this: because Troy, remember I mentioned it the other day, and you was like, "Nah, they wasn't a big 3." Was they a big 3 on the low?
Who?
Ginobili, Parker, and
No,
Duncan.
but it
Was
depends
that
on
No,
a
what
that was a
you.
great team.
It depends on what you put in a big 3. Big 3 to me is when niggas get together and they put and their names are big.
when they
Like
orchestrate?
when
Gotcha.
Ray Allen and Garnett got together. You know what I'm saying? Or when LeBron
Dwayne
joined
Wade, LeBron.
I don't
Wade
even
and
think
them.
that was no big 3.
a big 3 is when you get 3 franchise players from other teams
That's what I'm saying.
So,
coming
I just
together.
so
mentioned it.
you don't think
Yeah,
Ginobili could have went somewhere else and been a franchise player?
That's not the
no,
question. That's not the question. Because number one,
but
I agree with what they were saying earlier. That's a team thing. They didn't leave that team, bro. I don't think that it wasn't that Ginobili wouldn't have been as good. I just don't think that he would have been as effective as he was on a Popovich team.
So
That's what
basically,
made
what
him so good. He was a good player because of the system that they worked out of, and it showed. Tim Duncan, I don't think would have been given as much play. He would have been a great player in every other team, but the way that they utilized him in San Antonio made him great. Their team made each other great. I just don't think it would have happened the same way if they were on other franchises. I really don't.
what I would say is that they became a big 3.
Yes.
Okay.
You
That
see
was
what
a
I'm
team.
saying?
They was a team.
Just like with the Bulls, you know what I'm saying? It was Jordan and they added Scotty. You know what I mean? Scotty came on, Scotty got nice, and then they added Dennis Rodman. They became a big 3.
I don't even think that was a big 3.
That they were just a
No,
good
but
team. That's
it was a
another
big
good
3
team.
in what they could do. You got to understand.
And their potential
Yeah.
Nobody,
and what they
you know what I'm
did.
saying?
Yeah.
Jordan could
Yeah.
score.
I
I
mean,
mean,
you can say that.
Pippen,
Go ahead, go ahead.
Pippen was an all around player, right? Rodman was the ultimate defensive player. They were dominant. They were a big 3 in what they could do in their own abilities.
matter
You
of
know what I'm
fact,
saying?
yeah. In their individual capabilities, they all had a particular superpower, and when they came
Yeah,
together, that was a super team. Because they what
because
they went 82,
even
82
when
and 10,
LeBron
72 and
joined
10.
Bosh had to take a back seat. Remember, Bosh was that nigga in Toronto.
Right.
But
yeah,
that's what I'm saying though. Like that's why I said a lot of those I don't consider a big 3 because
Mm-hmm.
Bosh carried a team by himself to the
So
playoffs.
all right, so
Wade carried a team by himself to the playoffs. Braun carried a team by himself to the playoffs. Duncan was carrying teams until like niggas discredit how like that's how great Duncan was that it allowed, especially being a Knicks fan. Imagine having time for Ginobili to blossom, for Parker to blossom,
Mm-hmm.
because this nigga's so great. So you know what? We're gonna make you do this. We're gonna make you do that because Big Fundamental could do everything. So Parker, play like this. Bowen, we need Bowen for this. So these is specialty players. And
Yeah.
shit, when they started winning, Ginobili was coming off the bench. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know what big three y'all talking about, but that's how great Duncan was.
No, that's why. No, I was.
You
I
had
No,
was
that's
just
why he
asking.
coming
asked.
off
That's
the
why
bench.
he
No, no,
Like,
asked.
that's
He
what I'm
said,
I
saying.
didn't.
Imagine having a nigga that you have to and this is it's like Shaq. There's no exaggeration. Every time you dump the ball into him, you have to double team. If not, it's barbecue
So
chicken.
no,
So
no, no.
imagine now for
Wait.
Parker, Ginobili, Bowen. They seeing wide open shots because their man has to double, or now you got to guard Parker one-on-one because there's nobody to help because they staying on Duncan. Your game is so much easier when you got a nigga
"What?"
that's commanding
No.
double and triple teams. That's
And that's
different
why.
when it,
Oh
and
no, that's
Duncan
why I asked the
was giving
question.
you that whether he had niggas helping him. That's why there was stretches. That's like he said, he won chips in 3 decades, but there were stretches where he wasn't, and they would just put pieces around him because every year this nigga's giving you 25 and 10, 25, 11, 24. So they picking and plugging. Okay, yeah, that's why I could fucking take out a Steven Jackson and replace him with a slower, maybe not as skilled Ginobili. But you know what? Since we got Duncan, we could tweak a lot of things here and make
The
shit work.
system will work. The
Like how
system will work.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's how great Duncan was, and that
Yeah,
at
he
no
was
point Duncan had.
fundamental. Yeah,
I be
bro.
feeling like that diminishes Duncan's greatness because nigga, there was never no big three.
Oh no, no, no,
There was
Leo. I
possibly a
wasn't.
two, and even still, Robinson was on the decline. But when Duncan won that first chip in '99, Duncan was the man. Robinson had the man name, but he was already washed and was out of the league like 2 years
Yeah, of
after.
course. Yeah,
That
we
was
knew that.
like
we
That
knew
for
Twin
that.
real.
Tower shit. It was the wash tower and a new one.
And now I wasn't saying it was a big three. I was asking would we consider
Yeah,
them.
we
But like
know.
you
We
said
know.
though, yeah. But like you said though, Tim Duncan was just that good on the low and that smooth.
But
That
that's
on the low,
why.
bro.
But
That
that's
wasn't
why
the
he's
low,
not.
bro.
If
That nigga
you
was good
if
for
you
real,
if
for
you hear
real.
people talk, he's not underrated. People say that he's the best
That's
power
why
forward to ever play.
Yeah, I
and
They
that's
think
why I
say that.
always love.
everybody lists he top 3.
Yeah,
I don't be
that's
really hearing people.
that's why I always love when Kevin Garnett talk about him because Kevin Garnett always give him his props. Always give Duncan his props. Like nah, man.
Because that
Timmy
nigga
was
used
a
to
dog on the
silently
low.
whoop his ass. That's what
Yeah,
happened.
he
There
was
ain't
like
too
Timmy
many
used to give me
people that
that
can
work
say
on the
that
block.
though. There's not too many people in the league that they go in there and say
But
he didn't
see,
say nothing
but
to
that's
me, but at
another
the time
that's
he
another
beat my
person.
ass.
That's another person who was was in the wrong system. Like Garnett wasted mad years on that fucking team, bro.
It's not the system. It's like with the Knicks. It's the fucking just some teams, just their management. Like that's
Yeah,
another thing. Like that matters. Like all
but
the way. Like
it's
you say,
crazy
all
though.
the
But
way
like
from
as soon as the nigga left, he got a chip. As soon as the nigga left, he got a chip.
Yeah, but that was a favor too.
Huh?
yeah, that was some Boston. Like
Yeah, Kevin McHale and Danny
that
Ainge. Look at
that
that.
was a robbery right there. But yeah, shit. When
Well, I'm
you
just saying, it still worked. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean because that's another Paul Pierce. That's another. That nigga was a super. That guy, he carried that whack. And so if you add a fucking Kevin Garnett, shit, it's at least fighting for
Listen,
just
But
that.
you know this.
yo,
Then
But
you
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 know
got
this.
added
Everybody.
Ray
Garnett,
Allen.
and
Then
then you
you
got Ray
added like
Allen,
all these other
But
and
you
then
know
niggas.
you
it's
got
all the real
then you
nice
got
niggas that used
Rondo.
to play for the Timberwolves that wasted their life on the Timberwolves actually got a chip.
Kevin Love, same shit.
Yep.
Yeah, as soon as he left.
Remember how nice
Soon as he
Kevin
left.
Love was?
Listen, he was getting doubles every night. He was on
Right,
some.
but like I said with the other niggas, it was a lot of just bum ass team crunch time like
True.
that didn't add to nothing. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't never carried no fucking Timberwolves. I could be wrong, but I don't remember him carrying
Nah,
no.
he ain't carry, but I mean his stats was just retarded, bro. Remember when he
Solid,
played
rock
the Knicks
solid.
and he gave the Knicks a crazy triple double? No, the double double. When nigga had 30 and 30 against him.
Yeah. Cause look, even this nigga, right? If you slept on him, right? When Jordan left, I mean, he only did with shit. Pippen had right. He was top 3, top 4 MVP voting that year when he took the the Bulls against the Knicks, and they lost against the Knicks in the second round that year when Jordan. They won like 50-something games and shit. Like Pippen was getting busy that year.
Yeah, he was. But you know what's crazy? The years that Jordan left, niggas had mad opportunities to get a chip, and they
It was
fucking
only
failed.
2 years.
I know it was only 2 years, but them niggas still failed. Yo, Jay,
But
every time you lean forward, bro, you fall into the motherfucking bricks.
That's when you had Olajuwon, kid. Like Olajuwon was the bully of the
Olajuwon won
league,
them
man.
2 chips, right? And that's why I always give you in this props, right? Because out of them 2 years and everybody else who could have did it, out of one of them 2 years, you went got to the finals. And they should have fucking closed that shit off. So all the years prior was just a victim of the Jordan era. So that just like, yo, that like that's what I'm saying. Like that shit is hard. Like niggas, that's what I'm saying. Niggas go around that superstar shit. Like, yo, it's hard to.
We can honestly say it was about,
especially like
3
a
years.
bum ass Knicks franchise that ain't never get that nigga no help. Like never. That nigga never had no Josh Hart. He never had no
John
Brunson.
Stark, Joe. He
ain't
had John
never,
Stark,
like,
bro. He had Charles Oakley and John Starks, yo, Derek Harper, kid.
Get the fuck out of here. We got Super Phil Jackson with John Starks. John Starks was good for 2.5 years, and y'all niggas, a Knicks fan would tell you like he was the greatest thing since that. I mean, I was in that Knick delusion, and I would sit here and argue you down how Starks was gonna stop Jordan for this series, and we gonna finally like, man, listen, man. Get the fuck.
Yo, nigga, how old was Derek Harper? That nigga looked like he was 45, bro. Boss.
Yo,
That nigga
he
was
came in the
45
league
before he became
He came in the
38.
league 55. He got the senior citizen discount.
Charles Smith.
Oh, that nigga fucked up, man. I watched that replay.
Crybaby Hubert Davis. Talking about why they ain't take Starks out. Who the fuck they were? Rolando Blackman, who was older than Derek Harper, like 60 years old. Like, get the fuck out.
Yo,
like, that's
Yo, so you remember how I be telling y'all
gonna
niggas that I didn't get no autograph from the nigga John Starks, bitch ass?
Nah, you ain't shit.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Yo,
you did.
I remember
saying that, bro.
story.
I remember that because he was mad.
But guess who gave me an autograph though?
Who?
Hubert fucking Davis.
That's
And the other
for the napkin that you gave him so he could wipe the tears out of his
So
eye.
Hubert gave me an
But he found out
autograph,
that he wasn't
and
crying,
what's
so
the
he
other whack
decided
ass
to
nigga you
sign
said, Leo? The nigga
Charles
that backed up Patrick Ewing.
Charles Smith?
No,
Herb Williams.
Herb Williams.
Herb Williams.
I got their autographs, but bitch ass Starks. Fuck that nigga, man.
Nigga, he was probably the only nigga that asked for their autograph. Hubert Davis like, oh shit, yeah, here you go. Hold that little nigga.
Let me get that.
You know,
So look at Jay. Look at Jay.
You know,
this nigga dissipated to the brick.
like that.
Wait.
He was like, oh, you want my John Hancock buddy? Sure. That's
Yeah.
more like Hubert Davis.
Yo, Jay like a fucking genie. Every time he bend his head, the nigga fall into the brick.
He doing that Homer Simpson fadeaway shit.
But nah,
right? Xavier McDaniels.
Oh yeah. I forgot they had him.
They had him for like 1 year.
Wait a minute, Troy. You didn't get Anthony Mason either.
Anthony Mason.
Nah, what he did something dope though. Like because when we played at it was at Jersey home. We called out his name and he stuck his arm out. And he did like a flex.
So
he was like,
he acknowledged you.
Yeah.
Tight.
We saw them play. It was the Knicks versus the Hornets. That's when Larry Johnson was still on the Hornets.
You didn't get an autograph from Grandmama when he came over.
Nah, because we saw them, but it was crazy because when I saw NBA players up close for real, I was like, oh, I ain't making the league, bro. Because when I'm young, when you're young, you thinking, yo, I got a chance to make the league. But when I saw these niggas, I was like, oh fuck, yo, that nigga Muggsy Bogues, nigga, yo, let me tell you right now, that nigga Muggsy, he's small, but this nigga's calf, this nigga calf muscle, bro. Let me tell you, this nigga calf muscle was the size of my fucking head at the time. Muggsy is a diesel ass little nigga, bro. And then I saw Larry up close, and then I saw fucking Alonzo morning. Yo, Alonzo, holy shit, bro. These niggas is strong niggas, bro.
Yo, if you think that's amazing, y'all really got to see LeBron James. If you ain't never saw that brother, he's
Nah, I never
another
seen
one
that.
that dude is ridiculous too, bro. Yo, bro. That's a wide, big mother. That dude is like this. It's crazy, bro.
Pause, bro.
Only one that I think that I've ever seen live that really was imposing was Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal is a man mountain, bro. He literally is a
Yo,
fucking man
yo,
mountain.
Troy, that was the most smoothest, subtle pause ever. He was like, yo, chill, pause, bro. Yo, speaking of the pause, though,
That shit made disappear.
yo, Chris Webber responds to the allegations that were said about him, man.
Here we go. Told you I don't want to get sued, nigga. I'm gonna pull a
So
you.
worried
I
about
think
shit.
I'm a quietly leave.
You see, Leo left, but Chris Webber responded to the allegations that was made about him and stuff like that, saying that everything was false. You know what I'm saying? He got the lawyers involved and whatnot. How Mets I see you want to talk about something. I see Troy left, so allegedly.
So I'm the only one that's gonna talk the truth about that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that Chris Webber did all that shit. You don't gotta say nothing, Troy. I got your back on this one, Troy. Yo, bro, that
Man,
dude
don't
has
mention
been
my name, bro.
implicated in everything, bro. He implicated in everything.
Leave my name out of this motherfucking shit.
Oh, my bad.
Troy said, I'm out. He
I
said, I'm
don't
out.
care.
He
Hey,
pulled one of my
look,
moves. I ain't even mad at you.
I ain't got nothing bad to say other than he's involved in everything that they got him in, and I'm wondering why.
Well, listen, I don't know if he's
They
involved.
say that's his DNA. Okay, they say that it's his DNA.
Who's they? Who's they, y'all?
Doug Christie's lawyer.
I mean, that's what the lawyer's
The
supposed to say.
doctor, the people that turned in the DNA tested.
I
I
never
mean,
heard none of this shit you saying, bro.
Come on, Troy.
I heard it. I don't know if it's true though or not. That's what we trying to find out.
Okay. So, but then you got his wife who turned around and said, "Yeah, it was him."
No, I heard that a lot of this shit was AI.
No, that shit is real, bruh. Doug Christie done got that. That shit is real.
I mean,
Bro.
clearly
They
enough to the
got
point.
him pinned on some real. Bro.
Clearly
You can say
enough to the
whatever
point
you
where
want.
that nigga had to say, "Stop talking about that shit," or he gonna sue
See
motherfucker.
Webb, right? See Webb does have a lot of history, man.
He
So
got history, bro.
I mean that plays a role in whether or
I
not you
just think
believe it
that
or
he
not.
stuck. I always feel like Chris Webber has always been that top guy that everybody wanted, but he was always the first one to get in trouble. He always was. Always. Even in school, even in college, he was the one. Everybody needed Chris Webber, but he was the one that was doing crazy shit.
But you saw he never came to court. He never fessed up. And when Jalen and everybody else fessed up, he stopped talking to him.
He wasn't
Wait,
gonna put
that's
he wasn't gonna put his name. He
to
said he
what? What
wasn't
y'all
gonna
talking
do it.
about? Where he fessed up to what?
When he
Yeah,
got
the
busted
the
for all that money
what
allegations at Michigan, when he was going to school, when they was talking about the Fab Five, when they was talking about all the recruiters and
Oh,
everybody
taking that
coming out and
underhanded
coming to
money
get
or
him.
whatever type shit.
Payola, bro. It was really about payola. That's all it was. And
and
he
the and
tried
the,
to say that he wasn't a part of it. Chris Webber
but
had
the
a
crazy
big
thing
part in
is,
that payola
yeah, he was
initiative,
getting the
bro.
most money. But the crazy thing is, Chris Webber didn't even need the money because his father had money. He didn't even need it.
Again, it was all crazy, shady shit. He was the one that didn't need anything. He was the biggest one of the all 5 of them.
But what
He
I'm
was
saying
the,
is
he was the one they all wanted. He was just
his
the one that
parents,
got in all the shit.
his parents had money though. He didn't need to take money from the boosters. Chris Webber's not from the hood. He's not. They'll tell you he's not from the hood. He's from the burbs. He just came to play in the hood because he was that
Yeah,
good.
but niggas, you gotta understand. When you're young, you want to have your own money. You don't have that.
Yeah.
No, I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is Chris Webber took the money but didn't need it. Everybody else did.
Who the
No,
fuck
I
don't need?
understand what
Who
you're
the fuck
saying,
don't need a
but I'm
couple of
saying
hundred
when you're
thousand?
young, you want to spend your own money freely, bro.
Well, yeah, that's facts. But
You don't have to be
everybody else
like, yo,
dressed up
dad, I
for it.
need a car. He didn't have to be like, yo, dad, I need a car. Them niggas gave him dough.
Right. But what I'm saying, yeah. But the main thing is he didn't fess up to what he did. The other 4 players
That.
did.
I mean, would you have?
Wait, I
No.
think I know what you're talking about. I think it's the other way around. I think why he had to fall now is because Weber tried to make it seem like dude was preying on him, like trying to take advantage of him, and everybody else was like, nah, like they wasn't trying to throw dirt on dude name, but Weber name got caught up with dude, and they found out dude is what you call that
He was the
shit?
booster.
Yeah, a booster. So Weber trying
He
to
was a
clear
street dude.
from getting caught that he was taking booster money. He tried to say like, oh yeah, this was, I trusted him as a young man coming up, thinking he was trying to, but as soon as I got NBA money, he tried to make it seem like he ain't, you know what I mean? Like
He
he threw
got
dude under the
used. He
bus at
trying
the
to
end
sound
of
like
the
he
day.
was the one that got used.
Yeah.
He was the vulnerable
When
one.
Jalen Rose and all of them was like, nah, he ain't never asked for money, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like they ain't shit on dude. Like they wasn't trying to throw dirt
They
on
was
dude
his
name.
people,
And
but
Weber was on
again,
some like,
and then it come to find out he did take
fuck
money
that,
from
I
the
don't know this nigga.
motherfuckers.
I mean, we all know he took money, though. That's the thing.
Man,
Everybody knew
we
he
all
took
know he
money.
took money.
Who wasn't taking money though? That's what I'm saying. Even if he ain't need it, if you watching all these niggas is be the top 100 in their country. They playing against all they peers, their competition. So you hear your man's like, yo, son, these niggas just gave me 100,000 to go fucking play for Syracuse, my nigga. What they offer you? Nah, bro, my people's got money. I'm good. Get the fuck out of here. I'm be like, what? Soon as
No. Nobody, but nobody.
as soon as Michigan called me, listen, my man got 100, so I want like 250 because I be busting his ass every time we play.
But
Yeah.
nobody's faulting him. But this is what I'm saying. Nobody's faulting him for taking the money.
Shit,
Nobody.
Shaq told us. You saw a white boy is like, yo, I want an extra
You saw blue
100,000 because
chips.
I'm an all-American white boy, nigga. Give me that,
Right.
nigga. Fuck what you
Put that in a
talking
Blue
about?
couple of
chips
them
told
duffel
us the script.
bags.
He's like, my papa need, you know
You
what I'm
need
saying?
you
My
need a
My
papa
dad need a
tractor.
new tractor.
got tractor for these 40
Nigga,
acres he stole from these
that's why
people.
blue chip story was all facts.
Yeah, it
Off.
was.
I can't believe, Coach, it was just a couple of points, Coach. We still won the game, Coach.
You took the purest thing in your life
Broke
and you
coach
corrupted
heart
it.
when coach doing the same shit.
But that's what C Webb got to
broke
realize
coach,
though.
right? That's what broke the coach. It's like, damn, my man, 50 grand scamming behind my back. I would have sort of God that he wasn't doing this shit, right? Because somebody told him, he like, nah, not my man.
Tony not doing it.
Not
Tony would never do that.
Not Tony.
Yeah,
Not Tony.
Not
Vouching
Tony.
like a motherfucker for that nigga. So when he ran up on him, he's like, you better tell me you ain't do that shit. He's like, I did that shit, coach.
Coach, it was just a couple of points.
We'll send that tractor to the white boy. What that other nigga? That shit broke coach whole ethics. That
Listen,
nigga
he
said,
broke
man,
the bank.
my man 50 grand cheating. I'm cheating too. Fuck what you heard. Go send that white boy that tractor.
Word. But yo, so we pretty much we think because of Chris Webber's history, the allegations might have some truth to it. Is that what we saying?
I don't want Troy to leave, so I'm not saying nothing else.
Well, Troy already left.
Troy
He gone.
I'm
Oh,
not. I'm gonna say there's still allegations right now, and we don't have all the facts. That's all I'm gonna
Right.
say. We don't have all the
Okay.
facts.
We don't have all the facts, so
Um,
we don't know.
but I will say this: where there's smoke, there's fire.
That boy got a history and being janky. But speaking of being janky and foul and disrespectful and all types of horribleness in the world as a human being and a person and an individual, um, Leo, can you
damn,
can
you
you
went
pull up
straight to
that
Leo
video
about that
real
shit.
fast of matter of fact, never mind. I'm gonna get it for you real quick. I'm gonna get it real fast. Of that mother who put out that Amber Alert talking about her child got kidnapped or something. Let
Oh,
me
you said
see.
that Maryland shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was like, yeah, I think I got it. Hold on.
See, I think I got it right here.
You got it?
Yeah,
Oh.
I just pulled it up.
That plug don't work.
Remains of a missing
That
3-year-old
plug
girl
don't
in
work.
County. Her mother is one of two
It's
people
not
now
plugged in.
in custody and facing charges. Investigators say this all started with an Amber Alert in Delaware. According to police there, a mother called Tuesday night claiming her daughter was kidnapped at gunpoint. The search for that girl led police to Cecil County, and quite a gruesome discovery. Alexis Davila is on your corner in this morning, bringing us the latest on the investigation. Alexis, disturbing details.
Yes, well, this morning we're expecting an update from Maryland State Police to confirm if the remains they found are connected to the 3-year-old girl. Right now, they do believe so. However, ultimately, they will get that confirmation from the Chief Medical Examiner's Office in Baltimore. Now, what we know so far is that Maryland State Police arrested 31-year-old Darian Randall, the toddler's mother. They also arrested Randall's boyfriend, 44-year-old Cedric Britton, in connection to the death of 3-year-old Nola Dinkins. Investigators found remains of a child in a vacant lot after searching in Cecil County neighborhoods and community parks. The Amber Alert for Nola was canceled after police believed the mother lied to them. Nola's mother reported her daughter was abducted at gunpoint in Delaware Tuesday night and was still missing. But now police arrested the couple and they face murder charges.
What are y'all
Sad.
thoughts on that, man?
Sad.
Terrible, man.
I'm really afraid to hear what the actual reasons that they're gonna have
I
for
I, I
doing what
don't
they
care.
did. I don't want to hear that, man.
I
It
don't
don't
either.
make
So
no sense. Yeah.
I don't
that's
care.
crazy. Did y'all hear about the I believe I might be wrong, but I think there was a father in New York. He was supposed to bring the drop the baby back off to the mother and stuff like that, but he didn't do it for a couple of days. The mother happened to see him in the street and was like, "Yo, where's my son at? Where's my child at? Whatever." And the father turned around and said something like, "Yo, I threw him in the I threw him in the river or something like that."
Mm.
And then the police, the police jumped in the river, obviously, and did a research, and they recovered the body of that baby.
Damn.
Ah.
Like, what's
Damn.
going on in the world nowadays where parents are hurting their children?
Yo, you got to remember who's having these babies now, bro. These are not no stable folks. Okay, if they're very young, that might be the first issue. Is first of all their age. And I understand that they're an adult and they can do whatever they want, but nobody has been given any responsible training or how to live life normally. And honestly, most of these folks are going to be probably going through a lot of mental conditions just based off of where they're at and what they're doing. So I
But
think that it's just unfortunate that they're allowed to, that they're going that far and not really thinking about the decisions they're making with another life when they do what they're doing. It's a horrible trend, and I wish that everybody would grab a little bit of sense and try to figure what they're doing right.
let me ask you this: did anybody train you on how to be a parent?
Other than what I learned
So
from my mom and my dad, other than what I learned from the people that were around me that were parents, and I had to kind of get the notion, you know, on what it
Mhm.
meant to be responsible and see what it meant for ladies and gentlemen to be mom and dad. And then I kind of took it upon myself to understand where that came from.
Right,
But
but most of what you know, you learned on the fly, right?
I mean, it's truthful.
So
You're gonna
so
learn from a fly, other than that family around you to give you that
right.
guidance.
So what I'm saying, and I'm agreeing with you.
Hmm.
Nobody gave him any training, but at the same time, we learned from watching our parents, but nobody sat us down and said, okay, well, in this situation, this is what you do. In this situation, this is what you do.
No,
You know
I,
what I'm
I
saying?
get
None of
that.
us,
Yeah, yeah.
no, but none of us really knew how to be parents until we became parents. So that
Uh huh.
ain't no excuse.
Ain't no parent manual.
You see what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Right.
So there ain't
So
no excuse, man. I just
so
and I
not not to cut you off, Arthur. I just wanted to make sure I stand corrected that it was the father threw the 2-year-old boy in the Bronx River in the East River, and the father has been charged with murder, and he's in jail right now.
you need to be charged with murder, man.
You know,
What would they
so
do? What they do? Say pack him up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I just feel bad because a lot of these people have a lot of issues, and I just, that's the first thing they do is thinking of hurting somebody else before they think about doing
Mhm.
something to help themselves. It's a lot of things that's involved with it, but I think spite and
That,
pettiness
that
is two things that shouldn't be a part of your emotional build up, your emotional background. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of people right now. They have a lot of spite and they have a lot of pettiness. And if somebody doesn't say something they like, it don't matter what it is. Oh, I have this, I'm getting rid of it. I don't care what you think. You can't have it. If I can't have it, you can't have it. And they just
and
toss it away. They don't think about kids as being,
equal.
a life form at that time. I believe they just think of it as an object. And that's why that shit happens.
To that's a good point, man. It's like, okay, I don't like my baby moms. I'm mad at my baby moms. So I'm gonna do this to
I'm
her
taking it
now.
out on the world, and anybody included. Yeah.
Right. Instead of
oh no,
dealing with the baby mom.
I
Go ahead,
never
Leo.
been.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just
Yeah.
saying I never been like me and my son's mother. We didn't agree on a lot of things for many, 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 many moons and suns, but there was never a thought in my mind to, all right, I'm gonna clip my son's toenails too deep and hurt him to get back
Never
at
taught
her.
to you, right,
Like,
Jay? Never taught to you, though, right? None of them
That
feelings were ever
was
taught to you, right?
that was
like
mad specific, bro.
Huh?
what? No, I'm just saying. No,
It
Leo,
said
because
toenails too close. So like, what the fuck? That was way too specific, yo.
no, I'm just saying because how we were just talking about these people going to the extreme and murdering their kids. I'm just talking about hurting my son by doing something drastic,
Who
clipping
who
toenails.
who cut your toenails too low, son?
Nobody.
Nigga traumatized, nigga.
The specific,
I
Leo,
mean,
tell them the specific.
Mad specific, like from
Crazy
experience. Like
specific.
I ain't never gonna let niggas cut my baby toe too low.
but like it never came to a thought to be like, yo, I'm gonna hurt my child to get back at his mother. It sounds really crazy, yo.
Yo, but there's also a lot of, like I said, yo, this is a head game that I think a lot of people are now starting to realize, are starting to come up with the ways of life on a regular basis, bruh. I think this is something that anybody could have came up with. If you came up in life, I think we all have similarities as far as where we came up at. It's not easy, bruh. It's never been easy, and I think most of us could walk around here with trauma. If you think about it, if you went back in your childhood, you probably think back like, damn, they put me through some shit. I don't think that's any different from you, Jay, down to Art. I think we all got it in us. At some point, though, you're gonna have to grow, and you're gonna have to become mature as a person and understand what's happening around you on an everyday basis of life. And you got to pick up on things. You got to have your mind open up enough for you to start recognizing what are your responsibilities. What are you going to be accountable for? At some point when you're a child, you're going to have to learn how to be a teenager, and then you're going to have to learn what it is to be an adult, a functioning adult. You know what adulting means. You see them. Your mom and dad, your aunt, everybody around you is doing it. So you got to pick up where you can. I think that the development of a kid,
Sometimes they don't see that though.
and I'm getting
Yeah.
there, Jaleel. I think that the development, like you said, I just
Arrested
think that
development.
a natural, mature development as far as becoming a adult sometimes is stunted, and I don't think it's going to vary with a lot of people, because I just don't believe that everybody can handle the same thing in the same manner. None of us are going to react the same way on a specific situation. We might have similar reactions, but I don't think that between the five of us, if Troy shows up, six of us, we none of us would have the same reaction, because we're six different individuals having things, being seen, and going through things that we're not going to respond in the same mannerisms. So I just think as you grow up, how has your life made it so that you can respond to these certain situations?
Yeah, true indeed. I don't know. I agree with you because there's a lot of people who have unpacked trauma and they walk around with it and they don't know how to deal with it. They don't have coping skills. But like you said, though, at a certain point, though, you're supposed to figure the game of life out and go get the help if you need the help. And if you ain't fit to be around your kids, don't be around your kids, Joe, because there's another situation that unfolded recently, which is horrible. And I'm gonna share the video right now. Y'all give me your thoughts on what y'all think about it. Oh, hold up, let me get the sound going.
Ring video of a man walking up to a 3-year-old boy and ripping his chain off of his neck in Morris Heights. News 12's Jody Juliana Powell joining us live from the Digital Center with a look at that video and more details. Jody, how is that little boy doing?
I sat down with Wendy Alonzo today, the mother of the 3-year-old boy who got his chain snatched from his neck in his apartment building last week. And here's that shocking video. His mother says he was playing in the hallway with his siblings when he was robbed.
Mami, mi cadena, me la quitaron, mi cadena.
Screaming out for his mom, but by then the man ran down the steps, leaving her son terrified and traumatized.
Terror.
He need his ass beat. And y'all know
It's somebody she know.
he need his ass beat. And I'm sure she Puerto Rican and Dominican. I'm sure she got somebody that can go get him.
This is
the mother. I don't mean to be like that, but
the mother said that this is not the first time this happened to the child either, that he's been robbed. Like, this kid's only 3 years old. He's been robbed twice already.
Oh, bro,
and she's still letting him play in the hallway by himself.
What he wearing, yo? Why they always putting jewelry on the kids, yo?
And she's still letting him play in the hallway by himself. No supervision. No adult there.
That shit somebody.
Come on, man. Come on,
that right there is crazy.
Like, come on.
I just think it's the whole, bro. First of all, why are you putting on something of that kind of value on a 3-year-old? Say it again. He was out there with his siblings, but there's no parental guidance out there. Nobody big enough to look over the kids. They in an apartment building. This motherfucker ran down the stairs. Where'd he go?
Yep.
You lucky the kid didn't get snatched. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you know it was somebody that they know. Like Leo said.
Up.
That was something that They knew where they lived, where that kid was gonna be at.
Got
And
him.
knew what he was
They
gonna
got
have
him.
on.
Yep.
That nigga lived 2 floors up.
Dang, in the same building, Leo.
In the
Hey,
same
look
building.
at Leo is too specific. That's when that hat turned around. And you didn't see him. Leo's eyes lit up. That nigga's eyes lit up. It almost went white. He was about to put on that damn mask. He's about to go out there and get Cape Crusader on a motherfucker.
Oh, Leo's already on the case. Leo
Word up.
already got you on the case. Don't worry.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we ain't giving away his that's a secret, but that's Batman right there, y'all.
That's why he was late. He wasn't watching the game. He was
Cape
tracking
Crusader coming to
tracking
get y'all.
himself.
Exactly. Dun, 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 dun.
Leo, the
He was
only
out
one
there
that got a
saving the
full
day.
on fucking
So,
superhero theme. He got songs, y'all. He got
and
music. He got background music.
whoever that is, I agree with Leo. They knew they live in that building because they knew exactly where the
Word.
stairwell was.
Two floors
And they
up,
went.
Leo. He said 2 floors up, huh?
2 floors up. That nigga didn't rush. He wasn't worried about nothing. Like he knew that she was on the phone right at that moment. So she ain't even hear the little nigga crying. Like that shit was just.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think she was on the phone with him when it happened.
Put that shit on mute real quick. He said,
Yup. Hey, I'll be right back. Go, girl. So what we were saying is, hey, where you at? I don't know, but I can hear your boy crying. I know it. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Dang, that's cold.
It's set up.
Yeah.
And so, look, my son got jewelry. He got a little chain. You know what I'm saying? But we around him every time he got that chain on.
I was about to say, you just not leaving your kid to walk around at Walmart or in the hallways in a building, and I'm sure you're not. So
Yeah, wait.
there's a
Where you
lot
live
going
at,
on with
Arthur?
that situation.
Your son got better
I'm
chances of
almost,
getting chased by a
yeah.
turtle.
There's a lot of help in that.
You know what I'm saying? Like what'd you call us, Leo? You called it. Look, see, you fight mosquitoes, Arthur. That's you know what I'm saying. Little homie was fighting roaches where he live at. We fighting 2 different type of bugs, yo. He was in the project hallway. You over there swiping mosquitoes in the garage, yo. 2 different lifestyles.
It's a whole different thing. Huh?
What'd you call us earlier, Leo? You said we domesticated now.
We domesticated than a motherfucker.
Hey, I live in Southeast Maryland, man. Don't get it twisted. And they know what I'm talking about. I'm in
You like
Southeast
20
Maryland.
years removed from that shit, nigga. You domesticated, nigga. They put you out in the wild, nigga. You barbecue chicken, nigga.
You said put him back on Utica. He don't know how to act. He nervous.
Back in the
Wolf is
wild,
getting him.
all them cats with fleas and all that gonna get your domesticated ass. Like this nigga asked for a plate with some milk. Get him.
Yo, pretty much the last topic that we got for tonight should be an interesting one. You know, I know a lot of times we just talk about sports or current events or what's going on in the media world and stuff like that as far as entertainment news. Not too much political stuff, but every once in a while though we have to bring light to what's going on in our country. And right now there's a lot of protests popping off across the country, man. What's going on, man? What are your thoughts about this? You know, like recently in New York, they had a protest, you know, the protests out there in California and in other various states. What are your thoughts about the climate of what's popping off out here?
Boy.
I don't know about. Don't everybody get silent.
You voted.
All I hear.
Are you? I'm gonna say this. Are you surprised?
Y'all scared the ice is gonna go?
Are you? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
If I was worried about anything, this is where Troy was talking about this part right here.
Are you surprised? I have one question.
They come to get all our answers.
I have one question. I have one question.
I got a real ID. I'm good. I got a real ID, bro.
You say that.
I got a question. I got one question for you. Are you surprised?
No.
Nah, I'm surprised. I ain't gonna front. I'm surprised like a motherfucker. Y'all think so? They shipping niggas the fuck out of here, son. That shit is that shit is crazy, son.
You voted this dude in.
I'm surprised at the
You
motherfucker.
voted him in. Look,
What you mean
I had
you?
my
Wait.
y'all was talking about football earlier, right? I had on my Panama soccer jersey, man. Wife like, you sure you want to rock that shirt? I'm like, hey, yeah. I dared him to try to come get me. But are you
Listen, you seen
surprised?
they deported dude and they wasn't supposed to. Keep playing, nigga. Keep
I
playing
was
and wear
born
that
here.
Panama jersey if you want to. They put you on that ice bus, nigga. When you calling from Panama, you got to collect call from Panama institution.
Yo, they got me. I can't do. I
Call
can't
my
do my
lawyer. I'm
workouts.
like, lawyer. They said, yeah, nah, nigga, that's crazy. They really snatching niggas
Abogado.
up out from you come out the supermarket and then you never. That's crazy, bro. They really snatching
Yo,
niggas the fuck up out here.
Yo, I heard
I'm
there
not
was
I'm not
a
surprised though. I'm not
situation.
because he told us that's what he was gonna do. So I'm not surprised. I'm just what gets me is the people that
He really
voted for
did,
him to
though.
get snatched.
He really did tell niggas, but don't these political niggas say a whole bunch of shit every 4 years, promise all this, that, and but niggas swear to God that was part of that hot talk. Like, yeah, I'm gonna deport this, I'm gonna deport that. He deported everything out this motherfucker
He wasn't lying
at all.
I heard there was some
He
graduations.
deporting his peoples, all that, nigga. Like, you just too much of a darker shade than he like. Out of here. Like, he's not playing.
Damn. Better watch your back, Nate.
And then they out there in LA.
Cool, bro.
In LA, what they snatching up all the Mexicans and shit out in LA.
That shit ain't cool, bro. This shit is
Yeah.
ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, I hear our governor Greg Abbott, he deployed about 5,000 statewide, along with 2,000 state police as well.
Fake
They
police.
already
That
been
nigga
at
said fake police, not even real police. Fake police. Just motherfuckers. They say you a deputy now. And that motherfucker can't even spell deputy. And they fucking got a badge to go do shit that they don't need to be doing.
And that's
Yo,
why they wearing
it's
masks.
fucking
That's why they
ridiculous.
wearing masks, because they're not real agents. It's just regular
Fucking people.
dudes.
they doing
Trying to grab somebody, yo, bro. I really don't understand why there aren't a whole lot more arrests. Cause I'm telling you, bro, somebody gets snatched up in my fucking in my little area. I'll let y'all know right now. I'm finna go to jail because somebody getting shit broke. I'm breaking necks, bro. I'm not even asking. I'm just gonna grab somebody by the head and twist their fucking head off. I am not
You
playing.
talking spicy before Trump get up in the hold on.
You know, man.
Let me edit that part right there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on. Jay, go ahead.
Now I was gonna say the 1 minute
Because I don't know where they're gonna send me. So
yeah,
I'll be trapped somewhere and niggas forget.
We'll find you, Leo. No way. Just put the back communicator on.
I got
Leo,
you.
we'll find you.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. So again, y'all, we speak individually for ourselves. So Unc is speaking for Unc. Nate speaks for Nate. Leo speaks for Leo. Arthur speaks for Arthur. I speak for myself. This is just the chairman.
I'm not speaking.
I'm not speaking.
I didn't say near nothing.
He said, I said not a near nothing. Not a near nothing.
I'm afraid. I got 25 years of military experience behind me. I'm not afraid.
I ain't
sorry,
afraid.
y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I have no more fear of things like this no more. And the man can come do what he wants to, but I promise y'all, a king will defend his motherfucking kingdom. And I promise you, ain't nobody coming to get my shit.
How many mushrooms? Hold on. What the fuck is going on here?
Oh, I gotta say it again, Leo. I gotta do it again. Run it back.
Yo,
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. Unc is not speaking for the virtual man cave. Unc is speaking for Unc.
Fuck on. We got to fix this.
Give me a minute. Let me go lock my doors. Hold on. Damn,
Hey, but Leo, Puerto Ricans are citizens. You good?
Listen, man. That shit sound good. I do not want to go to Puerto Rico. I got no business in Puerto Rico.
For whatever you say, Leo, for whatever
no
reason,
business
none.
in Puerto Rico.
It ain't none of mine. I hear that.
Yo.
I know nobody over there. No.
Yo,
oh, you don't have
yo, Leo.
I hear you though.
He said, "I got no business in Puerto Rico."
Business.
Hey, Jay.
Business.
Yo.
Hey, Leo, you can rewind it. Leo, go ahead. My bad. Let's rewind it, bro.
No business.
Wipe the whole look.
Puerto Rico, Dominican
Republic,
Republic, none of that.
Yo, I haven't said a disclaimer this many times in one moment in like forever. But yo, before we get up out of here, is there anything else that you guys want to talk about, bring up, mention, or highlight, yo?
Yeah, I just want to highlight, mention, and bring up Ice. I did not say nothing. I got no problems.
Listen, I'm the same way. I ain't got no problems. I don't want no smoke. I'm good. I like what I do. I like it. I'm chilling. I don't want to be bothered.
Nobody.
It would be nice if we could get out to the ice people, but I'm with you, Leo. Yeah,
no.
My bad.
Ice people.
But
no lights.
But seriously though, before we sign off though, definitely gotta remind you guys, man. This Monday we got the first show of D Rigger presents Moments with Unc.
Look, y'all, that might be the last show the way shit going right now. Leo said we was
grand opening, grand closing.
They'll be like, why
I'm
we
gonna
ain't
have to find some real good content for y'all because I can't say I don't want none of us to, I'm trying to keep us all out of the authorities' way.
What you mean us? You trying to keep yourself out. I ain't going there.
Yeah, like you said, the words that are being used. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you know the disclaimer.
Read the discretionary line down at the bottom. That's right. Yeah.
But now that's D Rigger presents Moment with Unc this Monday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then on Thursday we have the MLB weekly rundown with Nate the Great. That's every Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 his time, West Coast time. You know,
Central time, man.
Central, West Coast, all the same differences. Not on this side. It's
we
West
don't do that.
This side, right?
We don't do that West Coast shit over here.
All right, my bad. Central time. Then the upcoming shows, we're gonna have Art, Health, and Wellness weekly workouts. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let you know when that's gonna come out in a couple of weeks and stuff like that when we get situated. And I'm just gonna put it in the universe. You know what I'm saying? Me and Leo, we're gonna do our weekly rundown of the wild things we come across in the Matrix and just give our topics, our opinions, and what we think about what we see. But I don't know if we ever gonna do it because Leo, he always say we're gonna do it, then he starts fighting crime. He disappears. I don't know. We got bad videos we can use and stuff like that. But Leo, he a crime fighter. You gotta let it do what it do. But yeah, we appreciate everybody tapping in, tuning in. Before we get up out of here, I gotta let the gentlemen give their words of wisdom. Yo, Art, what you got for the people of the street, yo?
As always, keep God first. Everything else will follow. And watch your kids, man.
Watch your kids. Nate, what you got for the people?
Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Enjoy yourselves. Have a great time. It's not just a one day. Be a father all year round. That's it.
All right. What you got for the people?
Lead, follow, or get the fuck out the way.
All right. Listen, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna let Leo go last, yo. I'm gonna let Leo close it out for the night, yo. Listen, June is Men's Mental Health Month. Please, man, the month is not over. Checking on your brothers, yo. Make sure they all right, yo. Make sure they cool. Again, happy Father's Day to the fathers, like Nate said, man. Be a father every day, not just on Sunday, not just this Sunday. And yeah, yo, be cool how you be cool and flow like water. Leo, what you got for the people, yo?
Watch out for the sex trafficking van. And Watch out for the ice van.
Yo, you heard it, yo. Listen, we appreciate everybody tapping in, tuning in to the show tonight. Again, look forward to the other shows that we got coming on. And yo, you see us next week, man. We up out of here, yo. Peace.
I don't got no smoke ice.